Okay, welcome back to the bean patch. I am going to take this DJI Phantom 4 and we are going to fly it off the farm and go visit a cave that is nearby. This is 2017 or 2016, I think maybe, 2017 DJI Phantom 4. It has the high definition camera and the gimbal, and I got a couple battery packs for it. So we're in the middle of an update, but as soon as that update's done, we will get started. So let's go. Okay, we are going to use the controller, which is a standard RC control. I do have range extenders on here that do help hopefully extend the range. We will go over here to the DJI Phantom and we'll pull up the app and we will tell it to go fly, and then hit go fly and it'll say it's warming up, and we'll take off.
The home point has been takeoff.
So we'll just check it out here and make sure the gimbals are all working. We already did our pre-flight. Okay. Gimbals seem to be working. All right, let's go. All right, so as we take off here and fly over the river, and we are going to head across the river, heading east, and we are going to see there is a large cave. Now that cave has, as far as I know, it is owned by the Department of Conservation. It was, I think, privately owned at one time, but I think they bought it. I'm told that it's a $10,000 fine if you go in it. We have never been in it. I talked to a fella named Joe, and Joe has told me that his dad back in the 70s went into this cave, and they took a ladder, and it's a 40-foot climb up the ladder to get into the mouth here that you're looking at. Now once they were in this opening, it goes to the left and to the right. To the left it kind of stops not too far up in there, but on the right it goes into a large room, a cathedral style room, and then he said it went into another, down like another passageway to another big room that was mostly full of bat guano, old bat poo-poo, and then it went to a third room and it was also mostly full of bat poo-poo. So I don't know how far back it goes. We put the Phantom into the opening, and when I got into the under the structure, the canopy, about 6 or 8 feet. Here I'm just trying to manipulate through trees. Because it's across the river, it's over an hour drive if it crashes. And so I don't want to lose my Phantom. So once I got into the opening here, about 6 or 8 feet in, I lost satellite telemetry. And so it kind of started moving around on me, making me nervous. What we'll try to do is there's a road right behind it, right in front of it. We will try to go take a road trip one day, and it's about an hour or so. Maybe a little more than that, but about an hour, I guess. And we will try to drive over, and we'll launch from right underneath the cave and see if we can't just go right up vertically. I can put some headlights on the Phantom, and we'll see if we can't fly up and get maybe just into one of the rooms. I certainly don't want to be in violation of anything, but we've been seeing this cave in many flights from the bean patch. You know, we always fly over and take a look at it. We live just that direction right there as you look upstream, and you know, this is just on the side of a bluff, and it's a beautiful, beautiful looking cave entrance from the air. I think I've got a couple of videos, and if I can find them, I'll post them here. But yeah, it's just beautiful, and we wanted to try to get further in, but as I popped over these trees, I wasn't real pleased with the clearance that I could have visually. I need to not lose visual sight of the drone, and I could see it, but I was having trouble with depth perception, and so I chose to not venture in too deep and not go beyond what my GPS tracking was allowing, because once the GPS shuts off, the drone has trouble holding its position, and if there's wind moving around in there, then it moves around. If there's anything that would cause interference in the signal, then it'll start moving around. And one of the things I don't want is to have to cross the river and retrieve my drone. One of the even more number one things I don't want is for the quadcopter to get damaged and fall and be totaled out. We've had enough loss here recently, and I didn't want to have it set down and land in the cave, and I have to get a hold of conservation and say, would you please go get my drone back for me? It's in your cave. So, but here we're just looking down. I just kind of panned back, and I thought, well, if I can't get in at this angle and get a real good shot, I'll just kind of get some overall shots of just the general area. So I'll just let you look around here for a minute. That's looking straight down. That's probably about 70 feet up, 50, 60 feet up maybe. And he said that a 40-foot ladder, extension ladder, would get you into the cave. And I always thought it was just one big room. When I found out there's actually 3 rooms beyond this opening, I was really intrigued and wanted to go and explore. And so here as we zoom back, I wish I had something for reference, but the mouth of this thing, you could probably put a semi-truck or at least a school bus sideways through the opening. That's how large it is. This is the view that we have, albeit a distance away, but these are just some of the bluffs. We get lots of bald eagles that live on these bluffs. Years ago, there used to be goats, and the goats, you'd see them all up on them bluffs and walking around on the edge of those rocks, and you're like, good grief, they're going to kill themselves. And they probably did. They probably stepped on a rock that gave way, and it took care of the goat, and over time they were like, we're just going to stop replacing those goats. So, but we thought on this pretty day, it's almost 60 degrees here, we've done some cleaning up after the storm. We thought we would just get the quadcopter out and send it up and go show you one of the landmarks that's fairly close right here. And now there is a couple of really cool bridges we're going to go explore. One is an old abandoned train bridge that goes into a train tunnel. And then we've got coming up some swinging bridges where literally they are a swinging style bridge. When cars go over them, they like sway and move up and down, and they're just cables and 2x, or maybe either 2x10s or 4x10s, I'm not sure, but very, very old swinging bridges that are not too far from us. We'll bring you on those, and we'll call this the, I don't know, the Bean Patch's quadcopter adventures. In the comments below, see if you guys can come up with a great name. I don't know, but there you have it, and we hope that you guys enjoyed, and please consider subscribing, and we will see you next time at the Bean Patch.